right. Wow. Really? Hey, everybody. Going. I got 25 all set up, so that's what we're going to be playing today. Let's go ahead and start. I'm already in. We're all ready to go. We're just waiting on the grasshopper, but we just got the grasshopper, so that's no big deal. Let's go ahead and jump into the next mission. We're going to the stubborn surrender. We're going to do all parts because it's 2.5. Crusader as our backup group. It is basically the same thing as a wyvern, except much bigger. An XL engine, which makes pilots die even faster. All right. Oh, I should probably bring my screen up. We're not ending, and we're not starting either. We're already started. So, sorry about that. So, I spent about 2 minutes looking at missions, and you guys couldn't even see what I was looking at. Great. We got enough fire support now to probably poke at the clan. We do need uh, one more mech able to drop so that I can run 2 fire support in the background. But we don't really have the firepower to handle the problem that we're running into because we're not quite ready for 3 skull missions. And at a half skull, a clan fight is about a 3 skull mission. So got the update all installed. Hopefully everything is working properly. I don't know for sure. I actually, for some reason, did not read the. Oh, what a horrible drop spot!
Time to get paid.
I guess it's not too bad. Let's. This guy's got to be in brawling. This one's got to be relatively close too. You also.
I copy.
You. How did you end up way back there? Come on.
Location confirmed.
We're gonna just keep pushing up. plan
Rolling.
is to get eyes on
Roger.
and then engage with the Crusader up on the hill.
Way.
Yes, I hate
Aye, aye.
that pilot. That one's also got an XL engine, means there's a really good chance for the pilot to die. We have to watch ourselves because once we push the fight, if there's additional reinforcements, they're going to be right on top.
Coordinates received.
I copy.
Right now, I see nothing.
Moving to.
There we go.
Got it. I'm there.
Move order received.
Quick draw. We got a lot of long to medium range weapons, so we should be running pretty good. Unless they have a giant pile of fires.
How's it going?
I don't think they do. I think they're only running one. So
Coordinates received. Roger that.
Waiting
Or-
for orders.
it's almost nothing.
Coordinates received. On it.
Leg would be nice.
Standing by. Gotcha.
Okay. I'm really not interested in
Ready for orders.
gearing up with a quick draw.
Engaging target.
On Orion. That I would like.
Yes, Commander.
Okay, we gotta finish off this quick draw. Boom.
Hostile removed.
As for the finishing up of the quick draw. So they have 2 missile sets out
Reporting
there.
Minimal damage. Waiting for orders.
I think one of them might be a
Coordinates
Thunder.
received.
I don't know.
Acknowledged.
I'm actually not gonna spot them outright. The other one, terrific. I'm not gonna spot them outright. I want to kill them. That's a Centurion. Actually, relatively good mech. Would love to bring home Ryan. Okay, let's try for a headshot. Got a 5%.
Copy.
We hit it.
Orders.
I'll throw some missiles over here. Get the invasion. Good thing is their Orion's having a bad day. And there's our headshot.
Commander. Rolling. 10-4.
Gonna have to keep shooting at them. What? So. Whether we want his gear or not, we have to keep throwing at him.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Standing by.
Biggest problem is we can't we can't aim anymore right now.
Firing full complement on enemy.
Warning. Detected.
Wow, a headshot on both our Wolverines. Jeez.
Orders. Commander.
Now this one has base game rules. So you can fire through yourself without worry about hit friendlies. I mean things like that. just don't fire blast weapons, which there's very few of.
Warning. Armor low.
Yeah, we're
Standing by.
okay. Let's see. We're gonna stay on the Orion.
Warning. Detecting mech warrior injury.
Another head hit? Are you kidding me? Okay, we're gonna step back. And
All weapons committed.
good hit there.
Enemy mech. Critical damage
He
detected.
punched out. We might have just pulled an Orion out of it. Of course, I pulled back.
Let's do this.
Okay, let's finish off this Centurion. I'm gonna punch him in the back.
Moving out. Locked on for
I'm gonna miss him.
attack. No joy.
Ready for orders. Roger.
Okay, we're just gonna push.
What's up, boss?
Crusader's gonna stay on the target that he's been on.
Taking the shot.
We got his right side. He's got no weapons left. Oh, good. The Centurion was stupid.
Warning. Armor low.
Waiting for orders. Firing all weapons.
Yeah, but it depends on how the stray shots, and mostly enemy stray
Good to
shots,
go.
you can't hit yourself as
Location confirmed. On it. Reporting. Critical hit.
Receiving you. Heading out.
in Rogue Tech. You can literally just engage yourself.
Commander. Engaging.
This should finish. No, it won't, because
Solid connection on that one.
he'll punch out though. That's good. Fine.
Light damage, Commander.
It's actually a really good Centurion too.
Damage is minor, Commander.
We're
Commander.
well past that.
Coordinates received. This should be good. Scored a critical hit.
All weapons.
There we go. He's dead now.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Receiving.
Rogue is.
Confirmed.
I've been playing it pretty regularly lately since they added the vehicles in. But it's
Mission successful.
it goes all the way out to Dark Age. You've got like yesterday I had a vehicle that threw a nuke in an area. I mean it kind of gets crazy. But I've always enjoyed Rogue Tech more than all the rest. Rogue Tech is if you're running a lower end machine or you don't have enough memory, Rogue Tech gets extremely unstable. Like I only run 16 gig, is not enough. I thought my video board would counteract for it, but it doesn't. And so for me, Rogue Tech is really rough to run. I get about 3 hours play before it starts getting crash. Up. Okay, all right. Wait for pilots anyway. Ryan. The mechs are never the way I want them. Vulcans. Yeah, no interest in the Vulcans. What else they got? Whitworth. I really don't have any interest in either. The rifle. There we go. The 5D is the double rifle. Oh, and then Thunderbolt 7S Atlas. Remember that Atlas. Oh, it's double heat sinks. Yeah, if and Rogue Tech is extremely difficult. So if you aren't ready for every fight to be a fight, definitely don't jump into that. So I always make my Orion's brawlers for a good SRM6 build. Couple tons of ammo. Like the AC-10 on it. We're armored up already, so I think I'm going to be able to bring a little extra. Or if I could free up, I could bring a couple more medium lasers. If I turned one of these 6s into a 4, free up a ton. And I can make it even less heat efficient. Wow, that's probably not a great idea. Keep the SR6. We are going to add a heatsink. Nowhere near what it needs, but it should be okay. We'll get a shot or two off before it melts itself.
Logged and noted. Shouldn't be too
Yeah,
hard.
Rogue Tech gets a little hard to deal with in the later stages, especially. Develop an exercise regime. Yay. I mean, half our crew's out on injuries right now. What pilots do I have? I have enough.
Yes, Commander. Reporting. 6 good to go.
I only got 4 pilots up. Oh, we got 6 pilots, so we'll be okay. We'll wait for the Orion to be. Okay, some more clan news. We're almost ready to fight the clans. I think I'm going to sell off the Wyvern. Really want the rest of it, so we're going to stuff the Wyvern into storage. We'll hold on to most of these parts, just in case. Generally make a lot more off finished mechs than anything else. Go ahead and make another drop. We'll take this 2-skull. I do. They've actually done a lot of good work with a lot of the mechs. They've started to look really good. Let's bring the Orion, Grasshopper. I want to drop both my Wolverines. Let's see. Generally drop down in the bottom. Today you get to be top set. We can run an average pilot in the Grasshopper because most of the Grasshopper is punching. Problem is, we've got crummy pilots for the rest. I haven't been training up my pilots, so everybody's kind of all over the place. I One of my favorite models in the set is the Uziel. I call the Wyvern the poor man's trebuchet because you're losing the LRM-15s for LRM-10s. Other than that, the armament is pretty much exactly the same as a trebuchet, and you're losing 10 tons. But that's why the LRMs are down. It's actually a very good mech for if you're trying on the cheap, because I believe it costs tabletop wise, I believe it costs a million or 2 million less than the trebuchet because of a smaller engine, uh, the LRM 10s instead of the LRM 15s. I think it's got a lower sensor package, but still, especially at the price, because it's priced around the price of a light, and you can almost get two of them for the price of a trebuchet, and that's why I call him the poor man's trebuchet. I actually rather like the mech. It's just the armor on its paper thin. You get poked and an arm's coming off. That's the biggest negative that it has. But again, I'm talking tabletop terms. In this, if you do a little bit of shifting things around, it becomes a very viable mid mid game, especially in the fire support bracket. It is very good at its job. Having a 40 tonner able to carry two mid-size LRM ranks really helps a lot. And the Vindicator,
Command interface.
I don't care what people say, it's a good mech.
This has its own kind of beauty, you know?
Okay, we got friendlies dropped against the enemies already. A lot of them. We took a destroyed base. That's why there's. Okay.
Commander?
I need to start reading those mission descriptions again. Okay, so most of the allies are not going to exist by the time we get there. Hopefully they'll hold out long enough for us to throw some missiles
Orders?
like that. Well, anybody that's been here for a while knows that one of my favorite things is shooting mechs off the top of buildings. So I got a Phoenix Hawk that's looking at taking some missiles.
Ready for orders. On my way. Double time.
The reason that I'm running the Wolverines, I usually tear the jump jets off it for
Orders.
armor.
Going full throttle.
That's just
Commander?
my style of things, though, because I like. I think that's way outside of. Yep. I like to make sure that my equipment can at least take a hit. But that's, like I say, that's me. I'm a brawler player. I like to get in. I like to get close, and I like to punch it out. And if you don't play like that, you're generally okay with keeping the armor off. But
Standing by.
I even like my missile mechs to be right in frontline
10
fight.
4.
Hence the Crusader is built like a brawler. It's got all the medium lasers and flamers,
Hauling off.
but its primary missile system is a pair of 15 rad.
Enemy structure is weakening.
Good, they got the turret. But I build everything with the
Commander.
ability to go in and punch.
Hauling ass.
I generally drop the because of
What's up, boss?
recoil.
Hauling ass.
In the early game, when you've got the weaker pilots, I generally drop the AC-20 anyway, and I drop down to an AC-10,
Commander.
and it's again in favor of armor and heat sink. And I switch out and put, it usually has a small laser in the head. I take that out for a medium, and I do a bunch
Waiting
of
for orders.
things like that. One of my favorite hunchbacks is actually, I believe it's the N that comes with the twin LRM-10, because it has the ability to do, you can SRM-6 it
Commander.
and run a mid-range,
Copy that.
like an AC-5 or something. My biggest problem with the AC-5 and the AC-2, I like them, but I do not like their minimum. On something like a Hunchback
Yes.
or a Wolverine or something, I generally stay away from AC-5
Copy that.
just because they're, to me, they should
Standing by.
in and mixing it up. They shouldn't be sitting in the distance firing LRM.
Orders.
So I have a tendency to swap out the LRM with SRM. And I have a real tendency, I don't like the refire penalty on the AC-20. So I usually drag it down to an AC-10. At least for early game. Once I get the skills to counterbalance that refire penalty,
I'm there.
I generally, we're going to drag this stock off.
Firing.
Once I get the ability to counterbalance the refire, I generally go back to the AC-20 because I like its hitting. But as a brawler, that's my way.
Yes, Commander.
Everything I have generally, like this is a stock Wolverine. There's not a lot of slots on it. So I had to basically decide where I was going to go with it. And the way that I went was I kept the auto key, bumped it up to an AC, and kept the medium laser. I could have missiled it out, but I think at the time I lost the torso with the missiles in it. Lost,
Copy that.
so
Orders.
decided to
On my way.
go without missiles. But that is a interesting idea of the Hunchback. The Hunchback's arms super fragile, and in most mods, the Hunchback has a bonus to hit with the right torso.
Go, let's go, let's
So
go.
I like to have its biggest weapons in the right.
Warning. Enemy reinforcements
Of course
detected.
there are. Why wouldn't? Oh, I almost seen the silhouette to that. If I seen what I think I seen, I don't like it. Gonna have to deal with this turret. Pretty sure a wasp can't fight a javelin.
Commander. Affirmative.
Okay, we're gonna push up on this turret,
All weapons.
and then depending on what the enemy does, we might rotate around and engage the force. I know a wasp can't fight a commander. Fire starter. Okay, that's not a big deal.
Damage is light. Good to go.
I think we're gonna repurpose Ryan engage. Okay, yeah, that heat is fine. Definitely. I got multi-target. Let's put the AC-10 up on this turret, finish it off. Everything else into this fire starter.
Copy that.
Wow, I don't know why the Centurion now. Whatever. Griffin, C mount.
Good to go.
Alright,
Moving
with
to
the
position.
modifications in Battletech, it's actually really interesting to see the builds that other people come up with. I rather enjoy it because, like, I generally keep a hunchback very much the way it starts. A lot of people switch them up to the way that you're using. I mean, there's one of my friends switches it up to be completely and utterly close range. Just everything is flamers and medium lasers and machine guns. And the strangest thing about Battletech is you can do that. Everything is still viable for your style of combat. That's the tabletop included. A couple of little changes, and all of a sudden, all of your gear works better for you. Like my roommate plays a lot, and I keep going in and I look at his specs and I'm like, what are you doing? This thing is all over the place. There is no way you can use it effectively. And then he drops like a 50 tonner against an Atlas and smokes the Atlas. And I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'll just go over here now and not worry about it.
On it.
Okay, let's finish off this fire starter.
All weapons are go.
Now, the grasshopper here, I call it the rich man's fire starter. Because it basically has the same weapons hard points as a fire starter. Except it's 70 tons.
Light damage. Holding firm. Commander?
Taking a lot of damage from the base. We're going to redirect out. But before we do that, we're going to back off with Wolverine here.
Rolling.
And we're going to poke buildings. Griffin has nothing to stand on.
Firm. Run it down,
Nobody gets high
Commander.
ground. And most of the time, yeah,
Yes,
no,
Commander.
the Cyclops is a
Roger that.
tabletop wise. The Cyclops is an amazing mech that does absolutely everything you want.
Negative damage.
Here, the Cyclops is off. The Wolverines have the same ability that it does, except theirs is only temporary, whereas the Cyclops is permanent throughout the battle. But in all honesty, wow, where did they get the hatchet? In all honesty, the Cyclops just isn't that good at 90 tons. Well, yeah, that battle computer takes up most of where you want to put the equipment anyway. That was a hatchetman that decided to fight an Orion at point blank. That's usually what I do with Cyclops too, is I turn it into a punch bot. It's a little slow though. That's the biggest negative. The inner sphere assaults are super slow.
Reading you.
Worrying about the useless arm. Okay. You're the expensive one. I gotta be careful because you have an XL in.
All weapons on go.
Yeah, I love
Yes, Commander.
punch botting a good Cyclops.
You've given us everything I've got.
In this Cyclops, outside of punch botting it, you really can't do much else.
I'm showing minor damage. Commander.
Gotta finish off this the reinforcement.
Got the angle. Reporting critical hit.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention. That is scary Griffin. Yeah, I know. Turn off video.
Ready for orders.
That's
Confirmed.
usually when I'm building a Griffin.
On it.
I take off the PPC no matter what Griffin it is. For pretty much the same. It's pretty much the same build. Yeah, I've actually used that build a few times. Because now you see Quad Gaza Nile.
Yes, Commander.
I prefer the AC-10
Location
set.
confirmed.
The weapon's a little bit
All
lighter,
weapons.
and I can get closer with it because I can go in and brawl and punch and kick with it. Oh, don't like the Griffin? You're missing out on good hand-to-hand combat. The biggest negative that I understand a lot of people have is every weapon system's on the right side.
Copy that.
And that's if that's the reason you don't like it, I completely understand that. But
Inflicted some
Griffin
heavy
is one of
damage.
my favorite mechs. In the 55-ton range, I would rather have a Griffin, Shadowhawk. Which most people look at me and say, why?
Yes, Commander.
That's just,
Moving out.
I prefer the Shadowhawk, the Griffin, because it has a more focused
Tango down.
style of combat. Running in an
Waiting
arm
for
of
orders.
energy and a missile launcher. It's got a lot of options, and it doesn't really give you too many negatives.
Standing by.
And it keeps the hand-to-hand hitting potential of
Confirmed.
Shadowhawk. But the big negative to it is that basically you lose that right side, you lose everything. And the only ones that have weapons on the left side are generally set up in a way that is
Firing.
punch that building. They're set up in a way that
Brought it down,
you've got
Commander.
an XL engine, and that's just as big a negative. I personally don't like XL engines, but they give you the weight required to run most of your equipment.
Orders.
Like our Wolverine with 3 large lasers has a XL engine. And,
Moving out.
I mean, because of the XL engine, we're able to mount three large lasers on a Wolverine. But, like, that arm's ready to go, and a little bit more, and
Moving to position.
it will,
Locking on.
once that arm's gone, it'll be just in kill range. There's no point in keeping it battling because
Location confirmed.
just a wrong tap
Taking the shot.
and it's dead. Well, the Allies held longer than I thought they were going to. It allowed us to kill those reinforcements without too much problem. But yeah, one of my
Yes,
I'm
Commander.
I'm a fan of the crab. That's one of my favorite mechs. Tabletop wise, I use Locust and Jenners as light scout groups, and I've killed heavy lances. I mean, a Locust and a Jenner group will basically if you use them right, they will delete whatever you choose at the table. Got the SRM-6 off the Javelin.
That's going to
Got one
hurt.
left.
Yes, Commander.
Pretty good hit.
Good to go.
But I've always been very just go in and crush your opponent. Don't
Standing by.
don't give them any time. Keep slugging. Okay, we're gonna multi-target here because I think my medium weapon can hit. Yep. Griffin.
Roger that.
Got the PPC. We've almost ripped off the right
Solid
torso.
connection on that one.
That'll delete all his
Good
weapons.
to go.
I mean,
On the move.
as much as I like brawling and I like things like the Griffin and stuff,
Reporting. Critical.
I don't really like mechs that if you engage one side of them, you disable them. I don't really. Panther is a prime target to that. The Centurion is a prime target to that. Griffin. Phoenix Hawk has weapons on both arms. Primary weapons on the right, but you take off the right, it's still got a third of its firepower. Jenner's another one.
Move order received.
You go ahead and poke off a Jenner's right arm, you've only killed half its firepower.
Critical hit.
And if it's a standard D, it's still got that missile system backup too, so you really haven't hurt its punch.
Commander.
Okay, walk.
Copy that. Orders. On the
Okay.
move.
Lob. Griffin. Kill.
Firing.
Nope.
Scored a critical.
He punched out. So it's good enough.
Affirmative.
Most of this crew is going to be engaged in the turret.
Yes, Commander.
And the other thing that
Affirmative.
most people that I play tabletop are amazed at is I am a 30-25 pure. They'll bring clan mechs. I'll bring 30-25 garbage. And they'll bring something 30-62. I'm dropping my 30-25s on the board. I get a chance to put an awesome down on the board. That awesome's going on the board. That is by far one of my favorite mechs.
Kill confirmed, Commander.
Yep. Good, good, good. I mean, I am very...
Order acknowledged.
I like to have to think my way through the fight.
That's a kill.
Commander.
Ooh, an LRM-10. I've never set a Panther with an LRM-10.
Locking
The
on.
large laser is actually one of the things that I like to do with the Panther is I rip off its weapons and I fill that right arm with as many lasers as I can. Early game, I usually run either a large and 2 mediums or
Yes,
4
Commander.
mediums. Late game, there's a chance that I'll step up and bring back the PPC because I like the hitting potential and I like the fact that it knocks down.
Receiving you. Acknowledged.
Because if you're hunting for gear,
Locking on.
nothing better than killing pilots.
I'll meet you at the LZ.
Okay, that was kind of an ugly one. Yeah, no, that actually makes a lot of sense. I've never seen the LRM-10 on it. That's actually a really interesting build for fire support. And in early game, your fire support mechs are very hard to come by. They're almost non-existent. On the hatchetman, grab myself close. Get Griffin and a hatchet. All right. SRM2s are useless. And jump jets you can buy any store. Now, that's actually a really good build for it that I never thought about. Especially in the early game where you're hunting for that fire support mech. And in order to get a good fire support mech early game, you've got to either strip most of the armor off the light, which you can make a... you can almost make a javelin a viable fire support mech. And you can also get really close with a commando, but they're just so small. It's it's either fire support or armor. You get no in between. But for the early run fire support stuff, I, I never thought. I don't know why I didn't, but I never thought of putting some LRMs on a Panther. We need to stay low missions right now because most of our good pilots are still out. Prep pilot's fine in the Crusader. It's mostly fire, and it kills pilots. 90% of my pilot losses are in a Crusader, so I have nothing but bad things to say about the Crusader. Cut something? I just use the bot for modding, so it's kind of picky sometimes. It actually, for some reason, didn't like Jav. Maybe it's because
Command interface initiated.
I don't know. I really don't know why it didn't like that. But here, let me go ahead. I will have my friend watching with mod support go ahead and repost. There we go.
I copy.
Just in case anybody's
Move order
watching.
received.
I'm there.
Copy that. Roger that.
Yeah, one of the things that I'll do with a javelin just to pull
Rolling.
fire support duty with it is I'll strip everything off of it, just LRM 10
Standing by. Coordinates received.
and that'll make that is a poor locust that has not moved.
Yes, Commander. On the move.
Oh, what a poor
Copy
locust.
for an alpha strike.
Got bulwark and everything, but it is still a light mech.
Inflicted some
Not
heavy damage.
Commander. Roger. Engaging with target.
feel so bad for the little guy.
Coordinates received. Roger.
Now they're actually javelins are really handy
Affirmative.
and have a lot of options. But
Enemy down.
another thing you can do if you want fast mobile fire
They've
support,
got a lock on me.
take a Jenner, rip everything off it, and I think if I remember properly, put an LRM 15 center torso.
Orders.
Maybe it's only a 10. but it's super
Moving out.
fast.
All weapons
It decides where it is on the battlefield. No one else does.
failed to connect.
And
Standing by.
you can hit and run some heavier weapons.
Damn it.
I've got eyes on hostile.
Yeah, it's only got
They're heading this way.
2 hard points. And I think a 15 is 3. Five outside, that's probably a wolf.
Commander?
To kind of see what that is. It keeps flashing really quick, but it's never for long enough for me to see.
Yes, Commander.
And then you can also, no, I'm thinking Rogue Tech. Oh no, this one, yeah. No, I am thinking Rogue Tech because in Rogue Tech, the small lasers are energy. Quick draw. In this, their support. Because what I like to do in Rogue Tech is I'll take a Jenner, I'll put the LRM on it, and then I'll small laser up the arms.
Receiving you.
Well, that stray shot set perfect. Gonna have to deal with those outside guys. They got the fire.
Orders? Engaging with target.
Didn't get the Griffin. That's our Wolverine that does not have an XL. So we can actually stand on the outskirts and take shots.
Orders.
But we're gonna get in and brawl.
I'm losing armor bad.
Commander.
And
Moving to position.
when you break the early game list, there are a lot of light that fit a lot of gear. I don't like breaking 3025 spec off.
Heading out.
Most of what it is I don't know a lot of the equipment from outside of 3025. Ooh,
Getting an angle on
Ooh.
me.
okay. Not him, please.
Yes, Commander.
Okay. The grasshoppers do its job. And melt. Yep. That is what happens when the grasshopper gets
Long
close to
damage,
things.
Commander.
Reading you. Location confirmed. Fire all weapons.
Yeah. That's actually very common. Once you break out of
Firing all weapons.
once you break out of 3062 range of things, you get a lot of locusts that are running XLs. They'll run mass. They'll run Endo and Pharaoh,
Affirmative.
and they will mount more weapons than a locust you've ever seen will have.
That's going to hurt.
And they are some broken missions.
Armor breach. Internal damage.
That's our 7M. Okay, just
Yes,
arm.
Commander.
Plugging it.
That hit something good.
Yeah, that will, at max speed, that locust will clear a board, and you
Good to
ha-
go.
it doesn't matter where
my
you
way.
place yourself.
Roger that.
Its purpose in life is to get behind you. I think that's another griffin out there.
I'm here.
And no matter what you do, you can't stop it from getting behind you.
Order received. Affirmative.
Okay, good.
Mech destroyed.
Look at that thing punching me, moving around my back. The Clan Dasher.
Moving out.
There's a 72 version of it
Oh, missed it.
that is so fast that I have not seen a mech
System
able to
holding. Orders.
outrun it. It's brokenly fast.
Orders.
But when you're running that fast, the biggest negative you got to think about, at least tabletop wise, is
No joy.
do I have to turn? Because more than likely, if you have to turn, you've already
Damage
killed
is
yourself.
Yes.
Oh, it's a
Commander.
Valkyrie that was firing.
Order acknowledged.
That is actually a really good fire support designed light. It is designed
That's a myth.
on that LRM-10. Yeah. I actually think
Light
that's
damage, Commander.
I think that's actually the lore behind that locust is that
On the move.
it is used for mech racing. And
Solid connection,
but
that one.
if there's a turn in the track, you have to shut everything off ahead of time or you're a dead pilot.
Commander. Roger.
We're going to hold this turn
Commander.
grasshopper. Let's go punch him with a Crusader.
Moving to position.
Oh, yeah. Now, the fireball is... What is it? It has a base chassis out of the original set. I don't remember what it is. I think it's a 3062 chassis that it's built off.
No luck.
But it's actually,
I'm here.
it was modified for
Location confirmed.
Stellaris,
Firing.
or Solaris 7 for hit and run tech. Because it was able to, in passing,
That could have been worse.
engage a target, and then the target could never see it again because it was just that fast.
Copy that.
And the Locust's build
Salvo.
is actually based on
Scored a critical hit.
trying to do the same thing.
Position confirmed. Engaging.
But the Locust never really lived up to the same speed
On your feet.
or capabilities, really.
Reporting critical hit.
Because the Locust, in a high-speed turn, would fall down.
Reporting. Minimal damage.
Well, a lot of the concepts are, when you get into the Solaris 7 stuff,
What's up, boss?
a lot of the concepts are basically very,
Reading you.
this guy wants to go fast, so he does something stupid.
Move forward received. Target locked on enemy rear.
One of the greatest concepts.
Commander.
Everybody makes fun of the mech, but
Roger that.
if you get it in the space that it was actually built for,
Everything I've got.
Mm-hmm.
Affirmative.
But there's a lot of like the urban mech
Inflicting
concept
heavy
of a
damage.
mech. It has a purpose. The mech is good. The mech is strong. Everybody makes fun of it because if you meet it in an open field,
Yes,
which is
Commander.
most of the times you meet it are fighting pirates on the outer rim because it's what they can afford.
Locking on.
And the Locust is useless as an open ground territory fight.
Reporting critical hit.
You get it in a or the urban mech. You get it in a city fight. The last thing you want
Minimal damage on that
is
hit.
to walk down a city street, turn to the left, and have a urban mech pop out of a offshoot alley and turn in behind you. You're dead.
Waiting for orders.
I mean, and that's what the urban mech does.
Roger that.
But everybody makes fun of it because most of the time you meet it in an open street
Hostile eliminated. Yes.
or in an open field. And in an open field, the urban mech is a target. It's waiting to die.
Targeting.
But if you get it in that urban environment, it'll kill you.
Commander.
Especially I believe it's the
Good to go. Good to go.
R60L with that AC-20. It's literally just do, turn AC-20 to the back.
Mission successful.
And that is a rough engagement. And that's a lot of people don't like the urban mechs. A lot of people make fun of them. Trash can on legs. Even I do. But you gotta realize the engagement viability that it does have. And it can be a scary little. A lot of people have told me LRM5s are better than LRM10s. And there is a situation where the LRM5s are better. Because two LRM5s are less weight than an LRM10. They're a ton cheaper weight wise. But the negative to that is you have to have something with a lot of you have to have something with a lot of missile hard points. If you don't have enough missile hard points, then it does you no good to go down to like the Griffin here. There's 2 missile hard points. So that's actually a good spot to put the LRM5s instead of the LRM10s. This one's got 3. So you could run 3 5s, counterbalance a 15. There's some that have, like here with the 4, I wouldn't be able to get 15s, but if I was running 10s, I could 5 out instead, save a ton. Because that'll basically pay for your ammo. But like here, wouldn't do me any good to put an LRM5 because 5 missiles don't do enough damage. That's just my personal belief. A lot of people have said, have pointed out that the LRM5s are better. And there are some situations where they are quite a bit better. Every once in a while. So I got to get that. We do have enough pilots to drop another mech. We got plenty of money. Go ahead and start for drop number 6. But I just background check. We're probably never gonna hire him, but
Ready to go over financials.
he's in the bay now. And we spent all our money before the financial period. Yeah. One of our good pilots are up. I think we still got good
Hey, Commander.
mission.
Pull up a chair.
Take the bait's always dangerous. Urban, we can counteract that danger, so we're gonna take this. But I mean, it doesn't really matter what mech it is you're using. Every mech has a viable purpose in most combat situations. I mean, there's a lot of mechs that are just laughable, like a locust. In all honesty, you put it in a city run, it's gonna get smoked. There is no way a locust can outfight anything in a city run. But you put it on open terrain where it can move where it wants, all of a sudden it's behind you. And there's a lot of people that will ignore the little mechs because, oh, it's not gonna do anything. It's it's not even gonna get in ranged combat. You do not know how many riflemen I've lost headshots from a locust. Do 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 do. All the weapons hit the head. Or rifleman on a hill, locust moves up behind it, just rips its back armor. I mean, I've lost so many. That's why my uh, scout lance has become 2 Jenners and 2 locusts, is because locusts can push up the field with their move of 12 to 15, you know, variant, and put SRM2s in your back. And the Jenners, when they get close enough to engage you, they rotate around and
That looks like reinforced
put
concrete.
medium lasers in your face, and just it's hard to recover from them.
Yes, Commander.
Got targets up. Let's see if I can get a sensor lock on one. Not there. No, I don't need it. Phoenix Hawk came to fight.
How's it going?
There's like the Mackie.
Got it.
The Mackie was sold as a defense mech
Reporting.
because the pilot that was test driving it
Waiting for orders.
did something cool that everybody liked. That mech is basically
Let's go.
a 100-ton urban
Orders.
with half the stuff because it's primitive as can be. But what it was they were showing that the mechs were better than tanks in the battlefield, and the pilot was
Nothing I can't
just
handle.
pinning things down with the auto cannon, and then he decided to get a little bit flashy,
Moving
and
position.
he went up full speed, walking stompy stomp stomp behind trees and stuff so that the tank couldn't engage him,
Commander.
and then poked his head out and stomped the tank until it couldn't function. And the generals that were looking to buy the new piece of equipment
Standing by.
seen it do that and were extremely happy with what had happened and bought a bunch of Mac.
Hey there.
Are you? It doesn't matter what you are, because you just fell down and broke both your legs. I would have really liked to have seen what that was.
Commander.
How big is this building? 40? Okay. Well, we don't have the ability. Multi-target. We're just going to hit him with what we can.
Yes, Commander. Heading out.
B. getting there. But yeah, the Mackie is
Standing by.
a pile of garbage when it comes to actual mech equipment. But the generals bought it because the pilot did something absolutely crazy.
Critical hit.
And that's what, when it gets to actual battle mech pilots that own their own gear, which in 3025 is super rare. The way I like to explain it when we're playing tabletop to new players is think of a battle mech pilot with his own equipment as being a rock star. He's an absolute. Everybody looks up to him. He nobody can touch him. He's a rock star. Well, that was the reinforcement.
Tango down.
Where's our target? Oh, way up. And
On my way.
a lot of new players to the Battletech universe don't understand that
I'm there.
the funniest part about this is most of the gear that these people are piloting are 200 years old, have changed hands thousands of times, and
Received.
even owning a Battletech battle mech super rare.
Affirmative.
So these guys are
Let's go.
absolute rock stars. They come out on the battlefield, they're like in the situation of the PC game here.
What's up, boss?
The I have what 7 mechs in my bay.
Reporting.
This dude owns 7 battle and is hiring people to
Mission
pilot.
successful.
He is an absolute rock star. Nobody's got 7 battle mechs unless you're military. I mean, that just doesn't happen. And when your mech warriors walking through a hangar bay, all your tank pilots are grumbling about him because they're stuck in tanks. He's a rock star. And that's basically, oh, it's Whitworth. Oh, got the entire Whitworth. And that's kind of the funny thing about Battletech. Most new players in the world don't understand is, say you're a Solaris 7 jock that brings in your family mech, you are exactly what Solaris 7 is about. You are a giant rock star. Nobody can touch you. And basically everybody asks for your autograph. Whereas the poor guy coming up that's got to rent all his gear and everything, all the pilots that bring their own gear in really look down on him, treat him like trash because he doesn't even have his own gear to come to the fight.
Those upgrades you asked for are online, Commander.
Okay, set up next. Drop weight.
Roger that, Commander.
Not the drop.
I'll get the crew
That's
moving.
the ability to control new mech. That's kind of what a lot of people don't understand about Battletech is that
Those upgrades.
mechs are rare. Being able to run a lot of mechs as the mercenary unit is super rare because they're rare and they're expensive. Okay, I think I got enough people in weaponry to drop on this 3 skull. Might need to re-gear one of my Griffins to fire. We're going to need to hit the barracks pretty soon too because we are probably pretty experienced. Haven't spent any experience. in the 30-50 range, as the 30-25 era battle mechs were being more produced again, and and more readily available, they became cheaper, and a lot more people were able to buy their own battle mechs. But before 30-50, having a battle mech made you basically king of the battle, because most forces outside of larger forces like Kurita, Davian, and Steiner, Merrick was mostly tank. They had quite a few mechs, but if you look down through their readings, they're actually running mostly tank regiments. And Liao had very few mechs before they started producing their own, because most of the producers were outside of Liao territory, and quite frankly, Liao are the Capellas. They're liars, cheaters, and scumbags. So it was hard to cut a deal with that you weren't getting ripped off. So it's hard for them to get the battle mech equipment pushed forward. Most of the royal houses had them, but a lot of your general forces did not. And Merrick,
Coordinates received.
they're
Affirmative.
basically they had whatever they wanted because of
On my way.
oh no, because of Solaris 7. People actually designed mechs specifically to go to Solaris,
Roger.
and
Moving out.
Steiner they actually produced battle super rare. And Davian did as well, and so did the Combine.
Moving to position.
On the move.
And that's basically where the fact that
Heading out.
the Mech Warrior Rockstar came from. In fact, it was hard to actually get your hands on the equipment.
Moving out.
Position confirmed.
I'm there.
And most of your Solaris stars, they never went to action war.
Location.
Some of them had been to war because they were ex-military pilots, but a lot of them, they ain't gonna go fight on. No,
Commander.
I'm making too much money here.
Acknowledged.
Aye, aye.
Rolling.
It's like a lot of us that
Copy that.
work for ourselves. Why
Acknowledged.
am I gonna go work for you when I literally make more than enough on my own? And that's the way the Solaris jocks felt.
Move order received.
But then once they get down on their luck,
Coordinates received.
they generally sign on mercenary
Aye,
Um,
aye.
so that they can keep piloting
On the
because
move.
they want that they figure out they're not a rock star anymore, and they want to keep that feeling. Get a Whitworth and some vehicle. See if we can spot that Whitworth.
Standing by.
That spot him. Portland. Ooh, a rifle. Yep, primary target.
All weapons are go.
AC5 large laser rifleman. That's my favorite build of the rifle too. Another AC5. AC. What are you? Vulcan. That was an AC.
Engaging
Whitworth
target.
needs to go down because it's fire.
Missed.
What is this?
Ready for orders.
Shrek PPC carrier. That's a scary tank too.
Coordinates received.
Now let's see if we can poke him. We poked him. That was, we hit him in the one spot. We didn't hit him. He's probably the one that goes
Receiving you.
quad. I think that's Nate.
Yes, I'm there. Here we go. No joy.
Terrible. What?
Losing lots of armor.
Champion. Ooh. They brought some good gear to the fight today.
I copy.
See if we can get that Shrek PPC carrier off the board. Think we did? No. Because we hit it side and front.
Moving to position.
There we go. Okay, no PPCs hitting.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Vulcan's not really a pro. The rifleman and the champion are ugly. This is about to turn into quite the fight. I was waiting for the rest. Please don't take off that right arm.
Serious
That's
armor
like
loss.
all my weapons. You too. Have a good day.
Getting banged up real good.
Good to go. Coordinates received. Targeting.
Need to get the Orion down in water. Then I won't have to worry about gauge
Commander. Got it.
up there, but we're gonna
Roger
put
that.
this rifleman down first.
Reading
Uh.
you. Move order received. Affirmative.
Okay, 50% done.
Reporting critical hit.
Receiving you. Targeting for an alpha strike.
Okay, no weapons on a rifle. Whew,
Critical hit, Commander.
he probably gonna punch out. Yep, good. Don't need to deal with that Whitworth. Got a champion. And of course, it's gonna be.
Orders.
Sometimes I get really quiet when I'm playing, and it's because it's taking a bit of extra concentration. Get through a fight and choose your targets.
Standing by. Got it. Firing.
Got an arm that's pretty much useless. I think I don't remember the exact loadout. Yeah, everything's torso. The arms are just armor. Don't. Oh man.
Reporting minimal damage. Order acknowledged.
We're gonna engage the champion. Okay, we got torso. That's the. Oh, we got an ammo explosion. That's half his ammo anyway. I do like the champion. It's not the greatest mech, but it has a good equipment list on it, and they are generally
Commander,
more interesting to work.
confirmed.
I think they're 65 tons, which is not too bad. I don't really like. The problem is with the heavy mech. Once you hit the heavy range, you actually have a really good equipment list and enough weight to work with, no matter just 60 tons or otherwise.
I'm taking some
Whereas
Yes,
a
Commander.
40-ton medium, you're super limited on what you can bring to the fight.
Firing on target.
And a 20-ton light, or I think they get as low as 15 and still being viable, is just, you're bringing nothing. Whereas 60-ton heavy, you've still got 60-ton bombs. The limitation on hard points gives you the base factor of how much gear you're going to be able to put on it.
How's it going?
The weight doesn't really factor in. The heavier the heavy, the more gear you put stuff on.
Let's hit them hard. Tango.
And I actually really like, that's the one thing that I like once you hit the heavy point, is you're not really sacrificing armor for more weapons.
good to go.
You're kind of deciding how much armor do I want to bring on this mission based off of weaponry that I can bring.
Locking on target.
Probably going to go punch the Phoenix. So now we're definitely punching.
Damage minimal.
Got to do it with our punch bot though. Who just we have another turn too. Okay, we almost got the wyvern down.
That was a big hit. Big hit.
Fine. Shoot, got to get that right arm out of
Armor breach.
weapon
Internal
positioning,
damage.
because that's all his weapons. All of them.
I'm here.
Okay, let's see if we can get the left side turn.
Target.
We're going to stay on the Whitworth with him. His basis right now is to kill the fire support.
Reporting critical hit.
The Grasshopper's job is to kill the Phoenix Hawk.
Ready for orders.
Everybody else, one of our primary targets right now is Whitworth.
Scored a critical hit.
Orders.
Okay, let's throw our fire support. Whitworth. This should put it down. Yeah. He didn't have enough armor.
Mech destroyed.
No way that.
Ready for orders.
Okay. We got to keep pushing forward and engaging. Because there's still most of the lands out. We're taking a lot of damage.
Can't take many
Double
more of
heat
those.
sinking? Ah,
Let's do this.
can't afford to lose that leg either.
Coordinates received. Fire. Full complement.
Okay, got the ammo.
Solid connection on that one.
Fortunately, he's not like everybody else, keeping the ammo in the center torso.
Receiving you.
Grasshopper's gonna do the job. Do it that way so they don't get rear armor as easily.
Locked on for physical
We're just
attack.
gonna let Phoenix Hawk up. 4 or 5. Now, there's the Phoenix Hawk's ammo. Up. We need to get something other than that Wolverine target. Because he is expensive and kind of in trouble.
Reporting internal damage.
Ten four.
We're going to see if we can put something
Scored a critical hit.
Standing by.
else in front of him
Heading out.
and see if they'll take the bait. Or we could just kill what's shooting at him.
Enemy down.
Whichever.
Yes, Commander.
Either way will work.
On the move.
We're going to have to deal with this grasshopper.
Yes, Commander.
Don't get close, though. They actually hit really hard.
Affirmative.
Poke him. Most of what we're doing is kind of give him poke. Don't think anything. Yeah,
This
just
is
keep
trouble.
safe.
Yes, Commander.
We'll be fine with that.
Affirmative.
Get our Orion moving up. He's our next target. We'll worry about whoever's back there.
Orders. On the move. I copy.
Normally I fill all the laser hard points on the grasshopper.
Critical hit.
Yes, Commander.
This time around I didn't. And the reason behind not filling them all is I thought having 2 large or 3 large lasers to go into combat would be more effective than the 8 medium lasers that I normally put on. Because normally my grasshopper is going to have 8 medium lasers, a bunch of others. I wanted to try something a little bit different.
Commander.
I wanted to keep the same basic idea,
Heading out.
but I wanted to change up build a little bit. So I went with 3 larges instead. Almost got this grasshopper. Yeah, and it just
Damn it.
ripped half of our griffin. We're gonna punch him out. He's lost enough.
Ow. I'm hit.
We don't need to lose a pilot. I don't care if they're good or bad. We don't.
Giving them everything I got.
So standing in the water is literally neutral to us right now. It's the grasshoppers got bulwark, and that is
Affirmative.
really hampering our ability to kill
Locking
him.
on.
I've got most of his guns off. Oh, it's a crusade. Great. Good. Just don't shoot the griffin
Not
down.
much armor left in that location.
Not have a turn. Nope.
I'm
It's everybody
here.
but.
Location confirmed. All weapons are go.
Yes, Commander. Moving
Okay,
out.
let's try to keep the fire on the grasshopper.
Orders. Copy that.
So this rotation, we can actually get that Griffin punch out. Especially now that nobody can see. We might hold him on the table. Sadie!
Mission confirmed.
Stop! Sorry, my dog's being
Firing
annoying.
ultimate on enemy.
What's up, boss?
She generally doesn't react unless I yell at her. Okay, we're gonna get up and we're gonna go hide somewhere.
My mech is limping.
We didn't lose any gear. We just kind of got beat up. Ooh, look at all those misses.
I'm taking heavy hits, Commander.
Reporting heavy damage.
Move order received.
Okay, I think he moved close enough for the grasshopper to land a punch. And if he did, then we've overheated. He's basically done.
Good to go. I copy. Now let's see how you handle this.
Needed that AC-10 to hit. I need him to fall down, too.
Awaiting orders.
To keep this. Need some clan LRMs.
Move order confirmed.
No minimum range.
Receiving you.
Okay, he's lost his balance. We are going to engage with this Griffin. I know how insane it is. But this is the last target on the board. Ooh, big AC-10 to the arm. That'll knock him down.
Good to go. On it.
Let's try to pin him,
Targeting for an alpha strike.
and then let's light him up with the grass. If he survives this. Is it torso LRM ammo? No, it didn't explode. It was destroyed.
Moving out.
Let's put him on fire. He punched out. Yep, that's what the grasshopper usually does. Is it closes enough, engages, and then whatever it engages generally punches. Took a lot of damage that rotation. Take these champion parts for sure. Make sure I get a part of that rifle. One part, shoot. Oh well. Sell the machine gun, all the machine gunning. Because we've already got plenty of it. I know I don't have to worry about cost of supplies in hand like I do Rogue Tech, but I do want to keep them manageable. Yeah, I know we took a bunch. We took a giant beat, and we're injured again. He just recovered. Now he's injured. Okay, let's hit our bays. Let's put our mechs back together. Kind of hurt. Just a couple of things.
On it. I'll let you know
Okay,
when that's
and that'll be that. We're holding on to a lot of these parts just so that we can build whatever comes across. Oh, I should have taken that rifleman part. Kind of amazed I haven't run into it. Usually by now I've seen so many archers that it's stupid. Okay. Nothing we're really interested in. We gotta wait for the mix to be up and our pilots to be up. We are gonna take another mission too. I hope we're not playing space. Close are we? This kind of makes me nervous because, oh wow, yeah, we are. we're sitting here, playing space like 2 jumps out. Okay, 4 jumps. There's a couple more planets I want to, or a couple more missions I want to do here. Well, at least one more mission. Got a nice captured base in the tundra, which is perfect for us. I'm gonna keep. We're gonna shift all our pilots down. I forgot one of the key things, which was to actually train our pilots. Okay, the good news is the pilot that was injured was not one of our good pilots. Bad news is we have a pilot injured. Been a long week. This one might be our last mission for the day. For sure. I got a few things I got to take care of today. Talk about it after the mission's over. A little bit of an early, confusing, horrible start because I didn't decide to take us #1 off the Indian screen yesterday, or even put us remotely close to the starting screen in-game screen. So kind of a mess at the start, but it seems to be going a little better. Okay, let's see what we got. Oh, what a terrible drop. Why is every drop location today so bad?
Ready for action.
Get off this mountain. I think we go to.
Position confirmed.
Moving out. I'm there.
At least one of the mechs that's super fast. Yep. Wow. So they're not even going to bother messing
On my way.
until we get off,
Rolling.
which means they're going to have the high ground.
Moving to position.
On the move.
And I can't even get off until I get way over here.
My way.
Got it. Coordinates received.
On my way.
Good to go.
Now we can start rotating.
Coordinates received.
Yuck. Not like this map.
Affirmative.
I think most of what I don't like is my starting point.
Copy that.
The drop point was awful.
On it.
Moving to position.
Now it's going to be even worse because
On the move.
if we don't run back up, the enemies are going to have the high
I
ground.
copy.
Moving out.
Okay, if we take position up here on this hill, we should have high ground on them.
I'm there.
I have somebody slowly make their way around.
Copy that.
Got a dervish. That's actually a really good missile tech. Stinger's kind of why.
Waiting for orders.
We are going to take the high ground. We're not going to take the high ground in the rubble, though. Is that an archer? I was just talking about getting an archer. There's an archer.
Firing full complement on him.
Great. Not what I wanted. That's the LRM 20 archer, too.
Losing armor. Waiting for orders. Coordinates
Okay, we're going to dump everything we have into the archer.
This should be good.
Everyone that can hit it's going to.
Yes, Commander. Giving them every
They have so much fire. Okay, good. Move close.
reporting major armor loss.
We're fine. Zeus is going to go work on light, I guess.
Enemy mech. Critical damage
Yes,
detected.
Commander.
It is not called a critical. Blow parts. Got him. Blew his head off.
Tango, down.
Good shooting. We're going to keep our
Target
fire up on the archer. I do want to bring it home because if I can get 2 parts of it, I believe it's the one that was in the store. And that'll give me the 3rd part. And then I can run Crusader Archer for my rear line fire.
I'm there. Copy that, Commander.
But they are so tough. Fine. That's fine. We're okay.
Light damage, Commander.
standing by. Heading out. Engage.
I'm about to go punch him. Ah. Another mech that way. There's I wasn't paying attention. Realized there are 2 lances. Okay.
Moving out.
We can deal with 2
Firing
lances.
at full salvo. Critical hit, Commander.
2 of those medium lasers are center torso.
Roger that.
Missile launchers in the arm, 2 medium lasers,
Commander.
or missile launchers in the torso, the right and left. 2 medium lasers on the arm, and then 2 medium lasers center torso. That's the way that they are.
I've got eyes on hostile reinforcements.
Another land.
Your way.
Oh my gosh. And this is a star, not a land.
Commander.
Why?
Seeing hostile contacts on screen.
I think this is a clan forward scout group. That's definitely not what we need. We're gonna have to come down here and brawl.
Receiving
Oh, if
orders.
this is 3 stars, we are in so much trouble.
Location confirmed. Putting my weight into it.
Need to get that archer off the board.
Holding.
Receiving you.
Okay, we're going to do something stupid and engage the tank.
Affirmative. One more for the trash heap.
There's so much gear on the field.
Orders.
Stay on this archer.
Roger that. Firing all weapons.
Oh no. Okay, we're doing okay. Doing okay. Reinforcements is full length. Support lance is 3 mech. We've all been sensor boxed.
Goods to go.
Archer dealt. Okay, he's done.
That's a kill.
Killed the pilot. Probably only got 1 piece though. We did a lot of damage.
Warning. Armor low.
Fine. Is that the laser?
Took a hard hit there.
Okay, that's laser. There are lights all over the place. Wow, this is an ugly fight. This fight's way uglier than I thought it was going to be. We got the biggest threat off the table. Dervish is our next problem. Not that we can overlook a commando. Locust.
Commander.
Okay, so you are going to take your rear armor shot.
Affirmative.
Looks like we're taking the Dervish. Ouch. Yeah, I knew that was coming. We got plenty of armor on the run.
Standing by.
Want everyone that can get their armor.
Rolling.
Okay, that's the Dervish down. That's going to put us a step closer.
Mech destroyed.
I think the garrison are these light mechs that are running around.
Warning. Armor low.
Commander.
I think there's anything too expensive. Do this.
Good to go.
Let's engage the 2 lighter mechs up here because one of them is a medium. Only a,
Oh, missed it.
it's only a 40 tonner. Oh, these tanks are going to be the death.
Warning. Armor low.
Let's just push on this dude. Got an injury, but that was it. Fine. Crusader's about to stomp him out.
How's it going? Moving to position. Affirmative.
I don't know. This fight's pretty tough.
Inflicted some heavy damage. Standing by.
Okay. We gotta stomp this tank out.
Move order received. Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Fine. Take a couple of Like it's the back. We're we're gonna kill a locust here in a second.
Yes, Commander.
Let's see what we got. We need to finish off commando.
Moving to position. Firing full complement on enemy.
Be that hard to hit. We got. I think at this point we have more armor in the back than we do the front. So
I'm there.
we're gonna push the strikes on the commando.
Orders.
Griffin will rotate up
Affirmative. All
and
weapons
jump on the
go.
Falcon. Because I'm pretty sure that the grasshopper is going to kill the locust.
Warning. Armor low.
You give me rear armor, so I'm going to take it.
All weapons
And I'm going to miss.
That's
Kill the locust,
targeting for physical attack.
or not.
Orders.
Well, the rolls are not going good for us.
Moving out.
We're going to have to kill this tank.
Got it.
So I'm going to jump on that tank. I know.
Were you trying to attract my attention or something?
Stupid commandos should be dead already. Okay, good. He missed most of his attacks.
Orders.
Ah, this is not good at all.
Taking the shot.
Okay, commando's dope.
warning. Enemy in rear arc.
We're fine.
Warning. Armor low.
Waiting for orders.
I think it's fine.
Rolling. Targeting for an
Okay,
output.
we got a good hit. Still not dead yet. We're gonna send the Griffin up to make sure we can engage the Falcon on our turn.
Scored a critical hit.
Think I have anything important? Dead.
Warning.
Medium laser.
Armor breached. Internal damage.
Fine. Can't get rear armor on him this time. We're gonna rotate like this. We're just gonna throw everything we have at him.
Commander.
Grasshopper's gonna hopefully do its job this time. Kill a
Order
locust.
received.
Yeah. There we go. Things are starting to look up. Because I'm pretty sure that the Crusader has the tank.
Yes, Commander.
Let's the tank turn. Take a straight on shot with the tank, because I think it turned. Yeah, that'll be the tank. Good.
Reporting. Vehicle destroyed.
I don't know why that stupid commando won't die, but get it in a moment.
That was a big hit. Big hit.
Good to go.
Fire on that stupid commando. Thank you.
That's a kill.
He had a leg left. Fine. Fine.
Warning. Armor breached.
Standing by.
Really
Internal
not
damage.
Coordinates received.
Okay, he's down. Hopefully we don't have anything in the landing zone. Not good. Whew, I was fighting right around that landing zone too.
Orders.
Oh, did we kill him? Did. I didn't even realize we killed him.
Receiving you. Heading out.
I remember killing him. Okay.
Commander,
Yeah, we poked him in the
coordinates received.
side with one of the guys on the hill after we killed the commando. Okay.
Scored a critical hit.
He punches out. Good. And that'll be that. Let's go get the site.
Stabilizing. Engaging coolant system.
And that's that. Whew.
Mission successful.
That was a tough one. Okay, that was a tough fight. We got 2 parts of the Archer. Good. Part of the Vulcan. Money. Take apart a Stinger. Dervish. That will actually put a Dervish in the field. That's okay. Sell the machine gun. All the ammo. Probably didn't sell the LRM ammo because I'm pretty sure it's all going on our soon to be built Archer. Because we only need 1 part. I'm pretty sure there was 1 part. Now what our plan is we are planning on I'm going to ready the Dervish.
Got it. Shouldn't be long.
And it's going to replace this Griffin. The Orion needs repairs. Got a little beat up. Everybody else is fine. Hit the store really quick. Get that Archer piece.
New equipment available.
We'll have it warmed up ASAP.
I sure would love this battle master. Pulse laser XL engine. Yes. And an LRM 20 on the arm. That is the oddest equipment I've ever seen on a battle master. Nope. Not ready to contract. Want to do or catch that Archer. Can I buy it? Oh, I already ready. Yeah, there it is. Okay. I am a little bit crazy. There we go. Okay, so what we gotta do, we gotta wait for our pilots to be up.
That work order you submitted is complete.
So the first thing we're gonna look at is the Archer. Key thing, get the ammo out of the weapon slot. Pull the medium lasers, armor, all of them. We're gonna armor. What I plan on doing is I'm gonna pull the 20. I know. Seems like a terrible idea. I'm gonna go 15 instead. I'm gonna ammo. Because that little bit is not enough. Go ahead and armor back up. Doesn't quite get us where I can take most. There we go. And we got 5 tons. We're gonna put the lasers back on. Absolutely annihilate. Sorry. Pull one of them. That'll give us 2 heat. Most of what we're going to be shooting is the LRMs anyway. Most of the time it's going to be undercover. And with that, it shouldn't really be out in combat anyway.
Shouldn't be too hard.
Let's take a look at this dervish. See what. I don't remember what its specialty is. If it even has. First thing, we don't need jump. Second thing, we don't need SRM. They're kind of armor. Okay, then. We're going to take a bunch of armor off. We're going to give ourselves some extra time. There's just not enough I can do. It's not going to replace the Crusader. It's not. So we are going to store it. We'll sell it. I think we'll go ahead and store this Griffin too. Probably not going to. Because the plan is we're going to hold for the Archer to be done. I know it's going to cost a little bit of time, but it should be fine. And what the plan is, we're going to wait until the Archer's done. And then Lance number 2, since we have 2 mechs in it right now, is going to be the Archer Crusader. Hopefully we have enough weight to deal.
I've got the financial report.
Fine.
Job's done.
Okay. Hit this 2 skull here. We are going to hopefully have enough tonnage. We do have just enough. Perfect. I still need to get pilot training done, but let's go do that now. Let's do that now because otherwise,
Yes, Commander.
if it doesn't get done,
Training.
we're never going to be good
Yes,
at action.
Commander.
Now, I do have a really bad tendency in
Confirmed,
this
Commander.
Good to know.
to spend all my levels in a.
Warrior training complete. Training complete.
Reporting.
I pick my skills based on there is a meta, and there are certain skills that you should choose.
Yes, Commander.
The best
Mech warrior training.
the best build is tactics, the master tactician, and multi-target. Just
Orders.
there's other good builds, but when it comes
Training
to
complete.
actually being able to properly engage in combat, that is probably the best build.
Training confirmed, Commander.
I'm here.
We're getting a bunch of skills. Wow.
Mech
I didn't
warrior
think it'd been
training
that.
complete.
Okay. So now we can take this contract. Just a little too. Shouldn't be a big deal. Get a really good fire support. We're going to be throwing 60 missiles a turn at targets, so that'll make things really good. Go ahead and drop. Let's finish off this planet. Pick another planet to go to. Let's do some shopping once we get there. Sometimes you get that one part. Now, the reason that I always do salvage over pay is you can really make a lot more money in salvage than you can the in Rogue Tech also, but making that little bit of pay, I like to 50-50 it or maybe a tick of salvage, depending on how much salvage you get. If your salvage is like this, I always salvage. But the reason that I do that is because just the mech parts, I can scrap out mech parts and make the money that I would have made otherwise. If I actually build a mech, I make more than enough money.
Time to get paid.
And that's kind of what's important, is making the money for
Affirmative.
actually doing things. On top of that, you guarantee yourself equipment that you want.
Coordinates received.
Say they're going to stay in the back. Going to push forward. There is going to be a reinforcement lance because this is one of those missions that
I'm
start
there.
out fighting the vehicles. Mechs come
Location
in.
confirmed.
Okay, we finally made contact with the enemy.
Rolling.
Position confirmed.
Okay, we will reserve for them. Okay. Can't reserve for them anymore.
Yes, Commander.
And I need a target.
Roger.
There's my target.
Receiving you. On the move. Waiting for orders. Acknowledged.
Waiting for orders. Moving out.
Need a target because I need something to throw some missiles at.
Yes, Commander.
Okay. That wasn't as bad as I thought it was.
Standing by.
Okay, so let's push forward. Let's go ahead and kill this tank.
This should be good.
Oh, that was terrible.
I'm picking up a new sensor trace. Looks like enemy
Yeah, we knew that was coming because that's the mech coming in from the side. That is not what we
Heading out. Target confirmed.
That'll be that vehicle.
One more for the trash heap.
Orders.
Okay, so we can spot that mech and engage him. That's good.
All weapons are go.
Wolfhound, huh? Actually, pretty good gear. Okay, their mechs for fire support. At least that one.
Receiving you. Move order received. Locked on.
Probably shouldn't have taken that shot, but I have more than enough ammo. That Wolfhound can easily toe-to-toe a 55-ton.
Good to go.
Okay, lots of fire support out here. And a nasty little brawl.
I'm there.
I'm going to engage the Wolfhound
For an alpha strike.
because the Wolfhound, I believe, has higher potential damage and is a much larger threat.
Losing armor.
Now that's the Wolverine 7M, so we should get him off the front line, as he might get melted by this Wolfhound. That's fine. Lost. Should have known by the SRM2.
Moving to position.
We're going to continue the engagement on the Wolfhound.
Receiving you.
And we're going to drop
Moving out.
down off the hill and out of view of the tank. Because I would rather fight in a position where I know what's coming
Critical hit, Commander.
than having to engage targets that I don't properly know. I know these are mechs. I know it's only 2 skulls, so the biggest they're going to be is.
Ready for orders.
I don't know what the tank.
Copy that. Firing a full salvo.
Okay, there's the Wolfhound down.
Mech destroyed.
Commander.
We're going to push up with the Crusader. It's actually going to multi-target. We're going to put the LRM on Dervish. And the medium lasers on Wasp. We are probably going to be punching Crusader.
Oh, missed it.
Ah, you're fine. You're going to be punching. Sure. Get flamers. Okay, that would be a Shrek PPC carrier. Wow.
Reporting. Minimal damage.
Okay. So now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be trying to push around as I walk straight at Shrek. We're going to engage the Shrek PPC carrier first because I need it off the table.
Enemy unit destroyed.
It's one of the biggest threats on the board right now. Wasp isn't really a big deal. I would actually kind of rather go engage Dervish.
On the move.
The problem that I have is Dervish has something for backup, which looks like a Wolverine. Huh?
I can't take much more.
Fine.
Affirmative.
We're going to shift up. We're going to keep the push on the Wasp going for now. I think the Crusader's going to back down behind this hill here.
I'm here. Order acknowledged.
Gosh. AC2 carrier. I think we're going to engage the AC2 carrier.
Orders.
I really don't deal with it.
On my way.
Okay, let's add some fire to the Wasp up here. Yeah, that's why I don't want to deal with the AC2.
Awaiting orders.
We're going to duck him down behind this hill and engage the Wasp with him as well. Because this turn, the Wasp should go down.
Critical hit.
That's fine. Fire on the Orion. It's the Orion's job. The Orion is a giant pile of armor in front of our front of everything. The Wasp is 50% weapon.
Yes, boss.
I mean, technically, really well below 50
Position
weapon.
confirmed.
It's lost its medium weight laser, which is primary hit. Now it's got nothing.
Think I hit something good.
I think I'm gonna push the Crusader up
Took a hard hit there.
and
Standing by.
engage hand to hand with Wolverine. Go finish off this Wasp because it's annoying. That is the only reason I can.
Enemy down.
It was annoying and I didn't want to punch it. Gotta worry about that Dervish too.
Losing lots
But I'm in
of
hand-to-hand combat.
Yes, Commander.
Wolverines.
Firing all weapons.
Are you kidding me?
Standing by.
I'm gonna pull the archer back a little.
On it.
We're gonna start by engaging Wolverine. Because now once we punch him, oh, you're the 7M.
that shot got past my
Got that XL engine. Okay, gotta deal with the AC2 carrier before it gets any ideas.
Enemy unit destroyed.
And then we're gonna go kick a Wolverine. Oh, we can't. Well, we're gonna go. We're gonna engage the Dervish because he's not standing in water, and we've got flamers. Yeah, I know.
enemy flanking to the side.
That's fine. Fine.
I'm under heavy fire.
That wasn't really the side.
How's it
but
going?
sure. Okay, we're gonna drop down, try to get out of reach of that tank,
Target locked in.
and I need him in melee.
Reporting heavy damage.
Yes, Commander.
You want to fall back behind this hill. Somebody's gonna have to kill that Wolverine.
Reading you. Move order received. Send for.
Now we will never overheat. This is
What's up, boss?
not a thing that can happen. I have to keep falling back if our miss is
Aye,
working.
aye.
We are going to engage the Dervish because we changed targets. That's actually exactly what I wanted. Keep the other Wolverine hit. The Orion's going to go, I think, go stomp.
Engaging physical attack.
Yeah. We need to drop some heat anyway.
Unit destroyed.
Receiving you.
And, I mean, we got a perfect melee target, so we're going to
Move
take.
order confirmed. Ugh.
I mean, that wasn't my primary target, but it was the best one at the time.
Internal structure damage.
Okay, that's a lot of gear that we use that on.
Locked on.
And now we're gonna go ahead and push whatever advantage we have. I think we just lost that arm. No, not. A couple of crits on the weapon, but that was it.
For orders.
Fine.
I'm here.
Gonna start the Orion move down, or
Location
Wolverine
confirmed.
move down the hill.
Affirmative.
We're gonna completely miss that. That
Ready for orders.
this Wolverine's got to stay back,
On the
but
move.
running 3 large lasers do that.
Firing full complement on enemy.
Okay, we're going to turn off most of the media, all of it, really.
Roger that.
What we're looking for is a knockdown possible.
Engaging target.
That's the knockdown. That's 3 injuries. Don't want him to be primary target. Turn the left side.
On my way. 10-4.
Didn't quite get the kill.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
Yeah, we've taken too much damage on that right side.
Standing by.
I had to
Moving to
turn.
position.
Go ahead and kill this Wolverine. Or not. But
Good
whatever.
to go.
We're going to have to push in.
Yes, Commander. Order acknowledged.
That Wolverine done. Thank you. Okay.
Enemy eliminated.
Commander,
Lots of missiles at the dervish. Lob some whatever we got.
Target. Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Receiving you.
Okay, I'm going to move up to an indirect fire position.
Firing.
Most of what we're doing is trying to keep the Crusader out of
Solid
danger.
connection, that one.
It can do whatever it wants as long as it's this Wolverine or that Crusader.
receiving you.
Push up.
Confirmed.
This turn it should die.
Locked on target.
Orders.
On my way.
I think it's already had its move. Go ahead.
All weapons a go.
Make sure that it can't get involved.
Reporting critical hit.
He's out. We're done. Ooh, that was quite a fight. Tanks were a bit bigger than I thought. And then having all the fire support come up on the other side of us. That was kind of scary. We were able to handle it, though. Okay. Not really too much. We're going to take this Wolverine part. I think we'll take the 2 Dervish parts because it was actually worth quite a bit of money. We're going to sell the machine gun, jump jet, kind of ammo. Keep the ep6 ammo because I don't have topped off for that. Okay. More than likely, this will be where we're calling it today. What we're going to do is pair up. We're going to pick our next planet. We're going to get to our next planet. We're going to check the store, see what's available. I'm going to sell it. Okay, let's head on to the next planet. I believe we're on a mission. Yep. We are really close to clan space. Scary, scary. thing. I want at least a 2.5. There's a 2. It's a nice world. It's a mega city. It's got a bunch of stuff. It's also travel. That should have a really good store.
All hands prepare for transition to thrust gravity. Those upgrades you asked for?
That's
are
most of what
online,
we're worried
Commander.
about is the store. Don't really care if the pirates hate us or not. They already do.
I wrapped up that job you asked for, Commander.
I think we're in good with Steiner. We might be really close to getting an ally point. We do have a pilot that's down, but he'll be up probably for the next set of missions. He isn't really one of our primaries anyway, so no real worries about whether or not he's dead. Okay. Let's check that store. That does not look like a polar world.
We've arrived at our destination, Commander.
Okay, let's see what we got. We got a longbow. I personally would rather have an archer. Ryan part, rifle part, stalker part, warhammer. Nothing really useful though. Yep.
New weapon systems available.
Sorry, there's an Ultra 5 in the store. We're taking the Ultra 5. I don't think I have anything to sell. We are. Take a quick look at missions, make sure that this is where we want to be. It's good to me. Let's actually pop in on one. I seen a letter of mark. Letter of marks are fun. I'm going to take a letter of mark. We're going to do one. Letter of marks are not the easiest mission, but they are fun. They're everything is damaged, and they bring a lot of good gear to make up for that. So you can actually pull out quite a bit of quite a bit of equipment and possibly some good mechs. See, I'm always thinking, I should probably go ahead and finish up for the day, but just one more mission. This is what this game always gets me with. One more mission. Okay, well, let's see what we get. We should get some interesting stuff. These guys are usually really easy to kill, but they also usually bring a lot of firepower. So you run about 50-50. Sometimes they go terrible. These missions in Rogue Tech are awful because yeah, you pretty much one-shot everything, but they're based on how much the mech costs, and at 50% armor, they're a lot cheaper than. So in Rogue Tech, if you get one of these missions, the mission is going to be nasty from beginning to end. Just about. Yeah, we're reaching about the end of Battletech's ability to deal with my memory anyway. So this will probably be our last. I need to get some more memory. Put at least 32. Another Paris 8 should be. Okay, let's see how bad our drop is today. That's a pretty bad drop. Wow, that is a really bad drop. Uh, looks like we're gonna do some fisticuffs.
On my way. Throwing my weight into it.
Okay, right leg down is good enough for
That's
me.
something good.
Not what I needed on this drop.
Heads up, Commander.
Oh,
You've got hostile contacts inbound.
oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know they
Waiting
were
for orders.
2 feet away from me. See if we can get this griffin down too. Nope, sure can't. Okay, they brought a spider. That's not a threat.
Systems holding.
Okay, let's make sure the hatchetman doesn't get a turn. Take its leg off. Or kill its center torso ammo, whichever. Whichever. Okay, we know he's coming down off that building.
Commander.
That is a key thing. But instead of that, we're actually going to go punch the spider.
Position confirmed.
Wow, that was kind of mean.
Hostile eliminated.
Got to worry about this archer. Oh no, that's my archer. How did he drop that weird? Oh well. Whatever. Go ahead and bring that griffin down.
Brought it down, Commander.
Yes, Commander.
And then we'll back Seder off.
Moving to position. Firing.
And this should put him down. Won't kill him, but it'll put him on the ground.
That's going to hurt.
Warning. Enemy in rear arc.
It's fine. Can't shoot anything with missiles at us. That means more than likely they're running an assault. That's our 6R. That's
Let's do this.
you. Come over here and kill him.
Firing all weapons.
Or not.
Target's taken a critical hit.
Don't.
Receiving.
I guess you don't.
Acknowledged.
Okay, let's multi-target. Let's put one here, one here, one on the building stand. Nope. Looks like not gonna be.
I copy.
Well, there goes all the weapons, Griffin. There we go. Okay, we need that Phoenix Hawk on the ground.
Target destroyed.
Hits are going bad. That might be an archer.
Damage minimal.
Yes, Commander. I copy. Giving him everything we've got.
Yeah, I just wish you'd hit him in the leg. Let's have.
All weapons suspended.
Brian pound him.
Orders. Good to go. Roger that.
Okay, come on, kill him. Took off a few of his
Heavy
weapons.
damage.
That was it. Still haven't got him.
Good to go.
Okay, we're gonna have to start working our way out. So I'm not gonna. The Phoenix Hawk will die when the Phoenix Hawk dies. That's fine. He was too overheated to fire anything.
Standing by.
We're gonna push forward.
Confirmed.
I'm gonna keep the Crusader back to kill him.
Yes, Commander. All right, let's move.
What's up, boss? On my way. Double time.
The archer needs cooldown anyway. So does the Orion.
Full throttle.
You unfortunately are gonna have to stay here and finish him. There we go.
Enemy.
Got the other leg. Okay, target. In.
Orders.
Will in a second though.
Affirmative.
Fire starter.
Giving him everything I've got.
That's not really a big deal. All their fire supports on the other side. Alarm 5. That could be a large number.
Order acknowledged. Copy that.
Yes.
Attack failed.
The
Orders.
other one, I think, is the
Targeting for an alpha strike.
I think this one is an archer or a crusader.
Showing minor damage.
Whatever it is, it's firing a pair of LRM-15.
All weapons suspended.
And nobody needed that building.
Yes, Commander. Moving to position. Taking the shot.
Go grasshopper. Wow.
Commander. Copy that. Copy that.
I would really like for him to go down because then they couldn't shoot at me until they popped out. Oh, good. They left.
Yes, Commander.
Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to bring this Wolverine over here.
Move order received.
We're going to ID. I think it was him.
Sensors
Good.
locked on.
Or bring the fire starter up so that we
Yes,
can engage it with
Commander.
this.
Moving to position.
He fell down.
I'm here.
Let's
Move order
pick another
received.
target while we're at it. Fire starter
I've got
rejected.
sensor lock.
That's trebuchet. Was a parrot on 50. I figured it was.
How's it going?
Orders. Roger that. Engage.
Get some missiles on him. Grasshopper poked his head out.
Armor holding.
Okay, so the 5 was
Location
Shadowhawk.
confirmed. I've got a sensor lock.
I'm going to keep our primary sensor lock on the Hunchback.
Damage minimal.
Reading you.
I'm going to keep the primary damage on the Trebuchet,
Location confirmed.
but I'm also going to attempt to get this Hunchback off the board.
Good to go.
Here,
Coordinates received.
engage the Trebuchet.
All weapons emitted.
I'm pretty sure a Hunchback can't handle a Grasshopper
Roger that.
and an Orion.
Roger that.
Well, we got his AC-10 ammo.
Reporting. Critical hit.
Commander.
Crusader's going to stay undercover like the Archer is. Just lob some missiles out at the Trebuchet. I mean, I guess the Archer isn't really in cover. Standing in the middle of the combat.
Orders.
Yeah, no, get off that building.
Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Now, the Hunchback's got a lot of fire.
Yes, Commander.
Lost its AC-10, but it's still running
10-4.
a bunch of medium lasers. Nowhere near as much as I would have, but can't have everything.
Damage minimal.
Commander.
Archer's going to reposition.
On it.
Stay on the Trebuchet. Because we've almost got him
Think I hit
weapon
something good?
disabled. So. Ryan does not punch.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Yes, boss.
Grasshopper does, but he's in a terrible position. Gonna lob
Yes,
some shot.
On the move.
We're gonna stay on the Trebuchet with our missile mech. Got one of his LRMs.
Reporting critical hit.
Getting there. We're getting there.
Commander. Copy that. Firing all weapons.
Got to deal with the Shadowhawk too. So
Reading you.
I don't want to get that electricity because it lowers your chance to hit also.
Critical hit.
Waiting for orders.
Archer's not gonna move. Just take shots at the crib.
Target acquired. Target's taken a critical hit.
Ryan's gonna go hopefully put down Shadowhawk. Nope.
Enemy mech critical.
We're gonna have to hit it a lot harder than that.
Receiving you. Consider me there.
Grasshopper's gonna go finish it off.
Got it.
Yep. That'll do it.
Enemy down.
Okay. Let's see if we can finish off that trip. Yep. All right.
Mission successful.
Ooh, that started We took a little bit of damage, but we're okay. Attachment part. Spider part. Actually, forget that. We're gonna finish the Phoenix. Okay. We got the fire started too. They're mostly just gonna be sold. I didn't bother going through the parts list. Wow. We are gonna be calling it a day here. Like normal, if you want to catch up or you missed some of today's show, it will be on YouTube probably a couple hours. I have Discord up and running. If you want to join me there, most of my links are down in the section below. Other than that, we're going to call it in here today, and we'll see you tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow. I don't know what I'm going to be playing yet. If I don't decide, then we're probably going to be playing more of this. I don't know which mod yet. That will be probably a last minute decision by me, but I think we're going to be playing 3025 ECE. Continuing with what we're playing. We'll be back on Tuesday with Rogue Tech, and I'm going to try to get back into my scheduled run. Tuesday is Rogue Tech. Thursday is Last Remnant, and Friday and Saturday is 3025. But thanks for joining me. Hopefully we see you back, and goodbye.